So we'll just wait for some people to jump in the chat. So if there's anyone out there, let me know whether the audio's working. Reception here is really bad, to tell the truth, so hopefully we make it through the stream. Hopefully. So yeah, if there's anyone out there, just type in the chat that you can read messages, hear me, see me. Okay, we've got one person in there. I'll just come around the front. So hello and welcome to another Hervey Bay sunset. So yeah, just a catch-up stream. I haven't done one for a while, so I thought I'd better get out and just have a bit of a catch-up. Got Marnie with me here today, so she wanted to come down and take some photos. Get out of the house, and sky's looking all right. So, Kath, can see and hear all good. Okay, Tar, thank you. All right, sky's looking pretty good. So yeah, it is looking good. So I've deliberately chosen this spot. It's a very popular spot. There's quite a few people on the beach. Got some nice rocks that we're going to use as leading lines. We've got a beach. Sort of got a little bit of everything here. Got some nice trees up the back, which I might sort of incorporate into some shots later. And yeah, it's looking good. I reckon we might get a good sunset. So Marnie's here. She's all handheld, so I might have to lend her the tripod later once we get into blue hour. So I'll sort of run through a few settings. I'll explain what I'm doing. But yeah, more of a catch up, just to say hello to everyone. Say hello, get out. Yeah, I was working on a new YouTube video today and I'm lost. I've taken so much video footage and it makes no sense. I went out without a plan. So I've got all this footage. I'm trying to put it together and come up with something that makes sense. So yeah, so I'll give you a quick look around. I've got Jade here with me as well, my daughter. Okay, so there's the beach down that way. So we do have some nice beaches in Hervey Bay. It's not all rocks and trees. Okay, and if we pan around the other way, down that way, that's the Gattaca's Bay boat ramp down there. So for the locals, that's Gattaca's Bay boat ramp down that way. There's Jade building sandcastles. Okay, so yeah, we're going to work with these rocks. We've got some nice waves rolling in actually. Got some nice waves rolling in. Sky's looking good. Weather's perfect. There's absolutely no wind whatsoever. So yeah, it's looking good. It's looking nice. So I'll just kind of set it up about there. That's kind of that's the shots that I'm looking at composing, somewhere around about there. So let me know what the stream's like. Yeah, reception here isn't great, so it might be a bit crackly. I'll try not to move the camera too much. All right, did you get any shots?
Yeah, I don't know. I took photos.
Yeah, good. That's a start.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the clip could be good. Let's have a look. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, good. The sky's looking okay. That one, I like that one. Yeah, you've done well. Using your leading line, some of those lessons have sunk in, haven't they?
Yep.
Right, so got two people in here at the moment. So it is a Sunday night. I know it's going to be fairly early morning for some of our overseas viewers. All right, I'm going to take some photos while that sun's up. And I'll just sort of talk through what I'm going to do. I'm doing it all handheld at the moment. I don't really need a tripod just yet. Okay, so I'm going to shoot manual mode, ISO 100, f8, That sun is very bright. We're basically shooting into the sun, so I'm just going to try and expose it as best as I can. I am going to blow the sky a little bit. I might even put a filter on soon, I think. So another little trick for you as well, Marnie, if you shoot away from the sun will light up everything a bit nicer. So if you kind of come over this way and shoot, have the sun just out of your frame. So you watch, if I go like that, see how it's just like a big fireball? If you get the sun just out of your shot, and then you can kind of overexpose it a little bit, and it just makes everything a bit neater and cleaner. Okay, so then you don't have that big fireball.
Yeah.
So if you just have the sun just out of your frame and then sort of concentrate on the rocks,
Yep.
have it sort of right on the edge and you get nice side light.
Okay.
So give that a bit of a try as well.
Yeah.
Once the sun goes behind the cloud, that's when we can start shooting directly into the sun.
Yep.
Yeah, which we will. We've got that slither of cloud along the horizon. So once that cloud gets lower, once the sun gets lower behind the cloud, yeah, it should be a bit nicer. Oh, hello.
You have to be able to catch it because his recall is
Yeah.
0.
Oh yeah, looking. Yep. Yeah, the sunset's looking nice. It is. Yay. It's a perfect night for it. Yeah, I saw it from home yesterday. I didn't get out, so that's why I'm out here tonight. There's some nice waves rolling in now. So I'm just going to, I've got that sun out of my shot. And we're going to get some fast shutter speeds for today. Just going to get these waves as they crash in. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm kind of going for some nice faster shutter speeds to get all that whitewash. How's that looking? Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you kind of use that whitewash as, some foreground interest. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, nice.
I'm going to try and go in the water like this.
Yeah, yep. It does. Works well low when you've got like big waves like this. I might just move that tripod back a bit. These tide's coming in pretty quick. Okay, so yeah, that's looking pretty good at the moment. Yeah, all right, I'm going to bring the camera back. It is just getting a little bit high. Actually, I'm going to bring it right back. Jade, I'm just going to bring your bag right back here. Just, yeah, we do have a big tide. I'm just going to move your stuff back as well, Marnie. I'm just going to move this back a little. We've got a big tide tonight, so it's going to be still coming in when we leave. Wow, look at that. That's looking really nice. So I do like this spot because you get a bit of everything. You get some beach and some rocks. So, yeah, it's quite nice. So yeah, I'm pretty much framing up with the sun just out of my shot. While the sun is so high in the sky, I don't want to shoot directly into the sun. And I'm going to, I don't know how well you'll see this on the back of the camera. Nice fast shutter speeds to get all that wave movement, but freezing it. So I'll chuck on a filter later. G'day Jason, how are you? Watching live from Hervey Bay while you're in Hervey Bay. So yeah, it is a nice sunset. Are you out at the moment, or you? Because if you're not, get out there. It's going to be a good one. I'll put my order in. I've put my order in for a good sunset. So yeah, get ready for this one. It could be good. Yeah, very last minute stream this one. The sky was looking good. I thought I've got to get out. Okay, so I'm just going to sort of play around a little bit. just using these rocks as my foreground. Again, I don't want to shoot into the sun. It's too bright at the moment. We'll push down the beach once the tide comes in even more. Okay, so let's just going to pre-focus out there somewhere. I do prefer to look through my viewfinder when the sun's like this, to tell the truth. Try and frame something up. Keep my highlights under control. Yeah, that's kind of nice about there. Just wait for this wave to roll in. Nice side light at the moment too. Get this wave as it crashes. Yeah, that's good. Not epic, but yeah, look, it's a start. Hopefully we start to get some colour soon. Try getting a couple of them really close without getting drenched. Yeah, that's nice. Just wait for a wave. There's a good one. I'll get it as the water runs out. Yeah, that's nice. Again, still shooting into the sun. The sun is a little bit diffused at the moment, but it's not too bad. So I'm just dealing with fast shutter speeds at the moment to try and get some waves crashing over the rocks. Got plenty of low shutter speed shots, so just playing around a bit, experimenting. Yeah, good. Yes, it is a nice sunset. It's looking good. So these rocks will disappear quickly, and then we'll go down a bit further, and we'll get some more. Where'd you go? Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good. Very similar to what I've got. So yeah, it's hard to balance it all out when you shoot into the sun.
Yeah.
So we'll move down a little bit further soon because it's nice down there. Like these will be underwater soon.
Yeah.
And yeah, I reckon we could get a good sunset. It's looking okay. It's looking okay. So I'm just going to keep working with the faster shutter speeds at the moment. There's a good one. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Really, I'm blowing out the sun because I'm shooting straight into it. But yeah, just to mix it up a little bit. Here's a good wave. Did that get me? Yep, that got me. Yeah, that's nice. Nice, something different. So yeah, always carry a cloth with you when you're doing seascapes because I just got water splashed on my camera. So I'll chuck that in my pocket actually while I think about it. Yeah, I always carry a cloth with me. Which pocket is it in? Let me just grab it. What are you doing, Jade? Yeah, thank you to everyone who's joined in and having a look. Yeah, very late, last minute stream this one. But hopefully we can get a good sky for you. No such thing as a bad sunset in Hervey Bay, that's for sure. Alright, yeah, these rocks are covering up. I might just move down a little bit. Go down a little bit further. So I might just move down a little bit further. I should be right with that. You grab your stuff. Jade, we're just going to move down here. Jade's got a nice little rock stack going. That's one of the good things about this beach. It's good, like you can have the beach or you can have rocks. It's sort of got a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, I like the rocks too.
Yeah, you get nice reflections off the rocks. That's what I like. I like to have those reflections.
Yeah.
So we might work these ones a little bit. So we'll just set up here for a little bit. Put my tripod back there. Where's Jade's bag? Oh, she's got it. Okay, good. So yeah, welcome. All right, so I might actually get onto the... G'day Scotty, how are you? Thank you for joining in. We've got a pretty typical Harvey Bay sunset for you tonight. It's looking nice. It's looking really nice. So, yeah, I want to get these. I might put a filter on. I do like my half a second shutter speed. So I might pop a filter on and get some of these waves breaking over the rocks. That does look good. Let me just check on Marnie and see how she's going. How's it looking?
Yeah, I'm just playing with the aperture.
Under and overexposing? Yeah. Yeah, don't be afraid to overexpose when you're shooting into the sun, because then you get all that foreground. Yeah. And another thing you can try, okay, so keep it on, keep it on. If you just change your aperture, get that all the way up to say f22 for example, and then you'll get a starburst. So just give that a try as well. You need to hold it really steady because your shutter speed will slow down a little. Okay, and see how now you've got that starburst.
Yeah.
So just something different. It's sort of, yeah, and that's a good thing with aperture priority. You can choose, if you find that your shutter speed gets too slow, you open up your shutter, or you open up your aperture, or a smaller f-stop.
So how did you
and
do
then
that?
so just this top one. So without holding anything, you just change that. Or sorry, when you're in the shooting mode.
Yep.
Okay, and that F number. Okay, so the higher the number, the more the starburst, but lower is going to be sharper and cleaner. So F8 is kind of that sweet spot for really nice sharp photos.
Yeah.
And especially when you're handheld, you do want a smaller f-stop handheld just to let light in.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah. So try a couple at while we've got the sun there.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, you've got the stabilised lens, so that should help you out a fair bit. Happy to finally make a live stream. Yeah, good to have you in here again, Scotty. Seen a few of your photos going up lately. So yeah, some really nice shots. I don't look at Facebook a lot. Because yeah, Facebook, look at it shows you what it wants to show you. I had a few issues with Facebook over the past week. It's showing me so many ads these days. It's getting beyond a joke, the amount of ads we're seeing. Okay, so that's nice. I wish I didn't have those footprints there. So I put a filter on. Nah, look, I'm not going to put a filter on. I'm going to just keep it very simple. So what I'm going to do, I want this rock running through my frame. I want that sun out of my shot just because it's so bright at the moment. Try and get it all in one exposure is the goal here. I don't want to have to do multiple exposures. Let's wait for a wave to roll in. Get some of that whitewash. Not the greatest shot of all time, but it's okay. It's nice to be out here. Actually got some good waves here today. Right. Got some nice waves. There's a good one. Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's good. Yeah, look, I do like my half a second shutter, so I've got to put a filter on. I've got to do it. I have to do it. So I'm going to put on my ND8, I think will probably do for now. It's not super bright, so... Oh God, did I bring them? I should have them in here. There they are. Yeah, I'll chuck on an ND8. Because I reckon the sky's going to go off in a minute. So rather than and ah, I'm just going to do it. I like my half a second, so I'm going to do my half a second exposures. Fingerprints all over my filter. So yeah, ND8 should just... ND8's 3 stops, I think it is. So that should be enough to just... No, I'm doing what I like. I like my half a second exposures, so that's sort of what I'm going for at the moment. How'd you go? Yeah?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. Getting lots of shots?
Yeah.
Yep.
Our
I know, I reckon it's looking good. It is looking good. I'm a bit worried about like the horizon. A lot of cloud on the horizon, but I think that cloud's high enough that we should get a little bit of colour. We should get a little bit of colour. Okay, so ND8, where's my half a second? There's my half a second. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's nice. I'm just sort of just double check my focus. I'm in autofocus. I'll switch to manual focus. Yeah, I'm going to do a video soon on focus. I do not like autofocus for seascapes, landscapes. I don't trust autofocus systems. I know how good they are these days, but you can't beat manually focusing. You can focus exactly where you want to and not rely on the camera. So that's quite nice there. Now I'm just waiting for a nice big wave to come in over these rocks. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's what I want. That's what I want. Now the waves have stopped. Yeah, the sky's looking okay. There's a wave. Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, got some nice movement. That was another one. That's a good one too. So I'm just timing it so the wave's crashing in over the rock. So that's the one. That's the shot that I want. So now I'm going to deliberately underexpose to get my sky. Okay, so I'll quickly show you sort of how I plan these sorts of shots. How many people we got in here? We got 5 in here. So there's my first shot. So that's just with that half a second timer or half a second shutter speed, getting that movement over the rocks. Then I just do one at a faster shutter speed for my sky. So that's a good thing about having a tripod and a filter, so you can get that nice slow shutter speed.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be able to
handheld.
Handheld. It's tricky. You really do need a tripod for that sort of thing.
Yeah, I'll bring one next time.
Yeah, next time. There's always a next time. And you just got to work out what you like. And that's sort of what I tell everyone. Work out what you like. I like my half a second shutter speed for these sorts of scenes. Bigger waves, I will have a faster shutter speed. So as the waves get bigger, they move quicker. So the quicker they move, the faster you want your shutter speed. These Harvey Bay size waves, there's a good one. There's a really good one. Yeah, nice. Yeah, for these Harvey Bay size waves, that half a second is, here comes another good one. Yeah, that's the one. That's just nice. That's just nice. Okay, now that I've got my foreground, I'm exposing for the sky. Yeah, that's nice. I do like that. I'll come and show you a few. I'm just going to fire away at the moment. So this is one of those times I do like to take lots of shots. Okay, water movement, every shot is going to be slightly different. There's a good one. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm going to get one with the wave rolling out this time, so I'm just going to wait for it to come in. Hit it now, and then get the water as it washes out. And you get some really nice textures on the way out as well. So yeah, this is one of those few occasions I do take lots of shots. Okay, when you're dealing with waves, lots of different shots, different movement. Get the water coming in, get the water going out. Every wave is going to look different. So take lots of shots. And the sky's nice. The sky's it's really soft. Here comes a good one. Get that one on its way out. Yeah, that's nice. I do like that. The tide's sort of almost getting too high for these rocks now, so we will move soon. Yeah, that one didn't work. That one didn't work, and I'll show you why that one didn't work soon. I'll get one more as it sort of goes out. Yeah, the tide's coming in a bit too much now, so we're losing the rocks, we're losing the reflections. And now I'll just quickly speed up my shutter speed, get that sky. And then it's going to be time to move. Okay, just got to check on Jade every now and then. Okay, that sun is lower. It's looking better now. Yeah, the sun's looking nice now. It's a nice soft light now. It's a very diffused. So there's my half a second shutter speed. So just as the waves roll in, as the waves roll out, that's my exposure for the sky. So I do take lots of shots when I'm working with waves, okay, because every shot is going to be different. Okay, every shot is going to be different when you're working with waves. And then just do a multiple exposure for the sky. Okay, so I'm going to keep taking shots. I'll come back and have a chat soon because the sky is looking really nice at the moment. I like that. It's a very soft pastel-y sky. So I'm going to change composition a little bit. Now that the tide's coming in more, it's really smoothing out the sand for me. So I'll bring you over so you can see what I'm doing. See, I'm going to bring this right up here to give you a nice big view of what's going on. There's Marnie over there taking some shots. So yeah, Marnie's just handheld at the moment, so she's got to kind of work with those faster shutter speeds. But, next time, we'll get her on the tripod. Because yeah, working with these slower shutter speeds, just, I like it. It makes the photos look nice. It's going to come back just a tiny bit. Okay, so I'm watching this corner of my frame at the moment. I don't want that rock too close to the corner of my frame. I want it to have room to breathe. Now I'm just waiting for a wave to roll in. Okay, that's nice. Get all that whitewash. That's good. I like that. And I'm going to quickly get the sky while it's looking nice. Just in between sets, I will often just expose for the sky while I'm waiting for a wave. And there's a good thing with shooting in manual mode. It literally just the flick of a switch. You're changing shutter speed from fast to slow. That's nice. So here comes a set now. Let's get this one a bit further up. Get this one right up to the camera. Yeah, wow, that's good. Now I'll get this one as it runs out. So wait for it to hit. 2-second timer, and then we get the water rushing out, and that's nice too. Love the patterns over this side, so I might even move to get, there's some nice patterns happening over here. Don't like what's happening on this side. Okay, and then again, just quickly expose for my sky. 2 exposures. Oh, that was a good wave, I missed that one. But yeah, I like what's happening over this side a bit more. Get some nice movement over the rocks on this side. I don't like shooting into the sun so much, but let's try it. The sun is fairly diffused. It's not too bad. Sort of, yeah, there's nothing happening on this side of my frame that I like. I need a bigger wave. It's not bad. It's okay. Back down to that 1/2 second exposure. Here comes a nice wave now. So just checking my tripod's in, because once the wave hits, the sand will shift. Yeah, too much whitewash. Too much. So this one I'm going to get on its way out. Do it now. Get all that wave streaking out. That's... I don't like it. That's photography. Not every shot's going to be a winner. Not every shot's going to be a winner. So I'm going to move again. Kind of... It's almost too much whitewash, too much water, not enough rock. I do like to have some reflections on the rocks. So, yeah, it might be time to move again, I think. Let's go and... Jade, we're just going to move down a bit further. We're just going to move down a little bit. You're going to come down? Yeah. So yes, that's my daughter I'm talking to. So just sort of keeping an eye on her as we go. Okay, yeah, so thank you again to everyone who's in here. Look at this sunset. It's nice. It is looking nice. So I'm going to quickly move, get some shots, because we'll lose this colour soon, and then we'll sort of go into that grey bit. So we will lose the waves around here too, because they kind of get a little bit blocked by the rocks. But yeah, this composition down here is quite nice. It's a good beach, this one. Lots of options. You can have sand, you can have rocks, you can sort of have a little bit of everything here. So it is quite nice. And we're going to have the tide coming in quite quick. I'll come over this side. Alright. Look at that for a view. You've got some leaves and some sticks. We're in the sticks. Yep. Yeah, hang it on there. Yeah, good job. Alright. That's nice. I like how this is framed up with all these leaves here. So I'll show you. I've literally got my camera in the bushes because I want to get back as far as I can for your viewing pleasure, not mine. Okay, there we go. Now, I really like these rocks. They're nice and shiny. These rocks are nice. And I don't need to be low here. I don't need to be low to these rocks, to tell the truth. The higher up, the better angle I get looking down at them. So I tend to get down low when I don't have anything directly in my foreground. Okay, so these rocks do work better up high. And like I said, I can look down at the rocks and get that leading line, where when you're down low, they kind of sink into the horizon. So this spot here, you get up nice and high. Yeah, that's nice. Not epic, just nice. And we are losing light very quickly. Okay, it's too messy. It's too messy now. I think I need to get all of these rocks in. I don't want to have the rocks sort of half cut, and then I've got all sand and footprints. Yeah, this is a bit hard to compose here, to tell the truth. I don't want to cut the rocks out of my shot. I just come back a little bit. Yeah, it's one of those shots. It's okay. It's not great. And I'll show you why soon. I'm starting to lose that colour now. It's all up high. So yes, I think we've missed the best of it. That's for sure. But we'll stay for Blue Hour tonight. We'll stay for Blue Hour. I know this shot does work good at Blue Hour. Nice long exposure. Yeah, that's okay. So these rocks in the fall, a bit too messy for my liking. A bit too messy. Let's try back here. And then I don't want all these footprints in the sand. Let's try over here. I think Marnie's got the right idea. Yeah, this spot is good. This is good. Yeah, that's much nicer. That's good. That is good. Okay, so I'll bring the camera over and I'll just show you exactly what I mean. You might want to grab your bag and stuff, because yeah, the tide's still coming in, and we'll probably stay here for the rest of the night. Okay, so I'll bring you down and I'll actually show you what I've got framed up. Give you a bit of a look at compositions. So what I had framed up before, when I was over here, okay, all of these rocks are kind of cutting through the bottom, and it's just messy going on there. We've got all this negative space out here which isn't really doing anything. It was trying to get a rock to fit in the frame, but then this one down here was kind of poking in, which I didn't like. So just by moving over this way a little bit, now we've got rocks coming in from this angle, we've got some water and some flow coming in from this angle, and everything's just leading a bit nicer towards our horizon. Okay, so again, if we get down low, you kind of lose the rock structure. So by being up high, you get a bit more rock in the shot. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So yeah, sometimes when you're dealing with rocks and water, being down low, you do lose a little bit. So play around with both and see which one you prefer. But yeah, for me, I just prefer to have a little bit more rock. So being up higher, we just get to see more of the rocks in our foreground. Okay. Where down there, you still see them, but they just change their shape. So we'll have a bit of a play here. We've lost all the colour in the sky. And that happens. You get to that time of night where you lose your colour. And by the time the colour comes back, this composition will be gone. What's happening, Jade? Jade's just chillaxing in the background there. So yeah, we'll lose this colour for a little while, but then Blue Hour should be good. With the way the cloud is, we should get a decent sort of a Blue Hour. So I might go and have a chat to Marnie for a little while, and I'll be back soon. How'd you go? Let's have a look. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, good. Yep. Yeah, good.
Yeah, it's just having a bit of play with focus.
Yeah. And that's it. Just keep sort of experimenting the under and over, and yeah, that's nice too. See, sometimes you don't have to have the sky in there. That's nice. That's good.
I
Yeah.
was playing with the timing of the waves as well.
Yes, yes, yep. And that's what it's all about. That's what Seascapes is all about. It's all about the waves. Get the waves as they roll in and out. That's, yeah, see really nice reflections. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, nice. Yeah, they're good. You've done well. Done well.
Thanks for teaching me.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So we'll get you out for an astro session one night.
Yeah, do that again. But
Yeah.
no, I love the sunset ones.
Yeah, sunset's good.
Especially over
Sun-
winter.
Yeah, yeah. Because the good thing in winter, the sun sets straight out. In winter, it sort of sets a bit more southwest.
Yeah.
So that's sort of one thing I'm covering, well, I'm trying to cover in the video that I'm doing at the moment, that, yeah, in winter here, the sun sets northwest, and then in summer, it's down to the southwest. So, yeah, on this beach in the middle of summer, it's over there. You don't even get to see the sunset.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Favourite spot in winter.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's one of those spots, once summer really kicks in, you can kind of get out on that point, and it kind of sets right on the corner.
Yeah.
And like, it's even nicer around on the beaches because you get the pier with the sunset and the sunrise over the piers,
Yeah.
where summer kicks in and the sun's setting behind them. But yeah, this spot.
There was a rainbow sunset. Oh, when was that? A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, I remember I was out here one night, and we were here for the sunset, but there was this great big rainbow over there. And I'm like, I wish I was over that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh wow, yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
April. 26th
April.
of April.
Okay, yep. Yep. Yeah, it is a good time of year. Yeah, the astro nights, it's been getting foggy and misty. When we were out the other night, once it hit sort of around about 8:30, everyone's lenses were fogging up because the air got so cold.
Yeah.
And when there's no wind, it freezes up even more. Not freezes up, but it fogs up. You just need a little bit of airflow to keep it nice and dry. Yeah, literally got to the stage where every 2 or 3 shots, we're wiping our lenses down.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So, yeah. And then last night, it fogged up again pretty early. Because I've got a new spot that I want to get to. It looks good. It's in between Urangan and Burrell, out on the mud flats, sort of looking out towards Fraser Island.
Yeah, right.
It's a bit sketchy there going over night time by myself, but these things you have to do.
Exactly, I get it.
Yeah. You got to get the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that tide's coming in quick now. So hopefully everyone's enjoying the sunset more than anything. So what I'll do is let me just to try and keep things slightly interesting. Like I said before, this is going to be my composition for Blue Hour, because the sun will set directly out once Blue Hour hits. Once Blue Hour hits it, where the sun is, that's where we start to get our purples and our oranges, and having that clear sky up here makes for a really nice Blue Hour. Okay, if we had lots of cloud up high, it's not quite so good. So a little bit of cloud on the horizon. You just need sky. You really do need sky for Blue Hour. And a little bit of cloud. So yeah, this is looking quite nice. And yeah, this will just be our leading line heading out towards our eventual sky. So yeah, hang around for Blue Hour because it will get good. It will get good. Sort of a little bit of colour over that way as well. Away from where the sun is set. G'day Matthew, how are you? Looks like a promising sunset. It does. It was quite nice right on sunset. So now we're sort of waiting for that Blue Hour to kick in. Lots of nice high cloud. High cloud is good. So yeah, we'll hang around for Blue Hour. Probably another 10 minutes away, I reckon. But even out this way, we've got some nice pastel-y colours. So it's all happening. Slowly getting there. Still a little bit of colour on the horizon. But yeah, very much grey at the moment. So another 10 minutes and we'll start to get our oranges and our purples and our blues. And yeah, the tide is coming in quick. High tide is, I can't remember exactly when it was, but it's well after sunset. So we're getting close to high tide. But this is kind of what I'm going to have framed up. Get some nice long exposures. I wish all those footprints weren't there. If I didn't just walk through the scene, there wouldn't be footprints there. But yeah, we'll frame that up. Get a bit of sky. So yeah, how you been, Matthew? I've seen a few of your pictures going up on Instagram lately. Some really, really nice photos. I think I'm going to have to head up there soon. It's, yeah, you've been doing really well lately. It's good to see.
I saw his photos.
Yeah. So Marnie just said she saw your photos as well. So yeah, and won a competition. I saw I saw a competition winner at some stage. So yeah, he's doing really well. But yeah, if you ever come down to Harvey Bay, yeah, come for a visit. And if I come up there, I'll definitely come for a visit. Check out some new locations would be nice. Yeah. Love watching while cooking yummy dinner. Oh, I love live streaming while the yummy dinner's being cooked for me. So yes, Kathy's my wife, and she's at home cooking a lovely dinner at the moment. So I've got Jade here at the moment. Jade's looking forward to a yummy dinner too, aren't you? Mum's cooking dinner. She was making, I can't remember, but it's going to be yummy. That's what it is. It'll be yummy. So yeah, I'd like to get back here, but all these footprints in the sand, I'm not too keen on. We're getting close to blue hour. But yeah, look, it's good to do a live show. I hadn't done one for a while. I think the last one I did was Shelley Beach. So yeah, I had to get back out, do a live stream. It had been a while. Marnie sent me a message and said, "Are you doing the sunset tonight?" And she twisted my arm. Any excuse to get out. Any excuse to get out and shoot a sunset. So yes, I am working on a new video at the moment, and I'm struggling with the new video. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. There's sort of too many things going on. Matthew, cheers mate, been really loving it so far. Definitely have to come up here, especially this time of year. Yeah, that's right. Was a People Choice win for the Australian Photo Mag monthly comp. Yes, that's right, it was Australian Photo Mag. Yeah, well done. That was a really nice photo. So, and I remember you and Crystal were going head to head at one stage, because I know Ultimate, who's usually in here, Crystal, she had a photo in that same competition, and I remember seeing you two. So I gave you both a thumbs up. I gave you both a like. I couldn't pick the winner. I can't pick favourites, but yeah, both of you had really, really nice images. And yeah, last time when I checked, you were both right up there. But yeah, I do remember seeing those photos. Very nice. And yeah, look, this is the time of year that if I'm going to come up, it will be this time of year. I definitely won't be coming up in cyclone season. Although I think we copped it a bit worse this year, as far as cyclones go. But yeah, this time of year is nice up there. Nice down here too. It's starting to get a little bit chilly of a night time. I think it dropped down to about 17 degrees the other night. A bit chilly. But yeah, just waiting for blue hour to kick in at the moment. Thank you. Yeah, it was really close between the three of us. Yeah, there was another guy in there as well, wasn't there? Yeah, I remember the other. I remember there was 3 really good images. There was you two, and yeah, there was one other photo that was very nice as well. So, yeah, no, you've done well, because yeah, look, as far as photography competitions go, there's plenty of competition out there. So you've got to do well to get even in the top 5 these days. bitrate is dropping a fair bit. Hopefully I'm still here. I have to get myself down that way one day, hopefully soon. Yeah, definitely come down. It is nice down here. Look, Australia's just awesome in general, really, isn't it? Everywhere is nice. Are you struggling now with your handhold? Yeah. It is getting to that time of night where... The other option you can do, which is just another option, is you can bump up your ISO. So
It's getting flat anyway.
Starting to run flat. So what you can do with your ISO, is it on the top? There it is. So you hold your ISO button, and then again turn that dial and crank it up to, just try a couple at 3,200. Okay, they'll be a little bit noisy, but as far as handheld goes, at least you can still get shots before your shutter speed gets too slow. Do you have a tripod? You've got a tripod, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah, because I remember you on the Astro night you had one.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as that sun's set and we get to this time of night, you almost have to have your tripod.
Yeah.
But they're still working okay? Yeah. So it's a good option if you don't have a tripod, just bump up your ISO.
Yeah.
These days with, once you get Lightroom again, just use your noise reduction and it does clear it up pretty good.
Okay.
Gets rid of all that grain. We're getting there. I can start to see a little bit of purple up there now. We're starting to get there. Just keeping my eye on Jade. She's rolling up her pants, putting her pants into her boots. She's coming home with wet feet, Mum. Jade's going to have wet feet. Okay. Oh, we got. Where are we up to? I've just been off chatting. Up and about. G'day, mate. How are ya? The good wife has gone away for a couple of weeks, so I am stuck. Doggy sitting. Will definitely pop down when she returns, though. Yeah, doggy sitting. Yeah, look, I was speaking to Crystal about it the other day, or Ultimate, and we need to do a session with the dogs one day. So. Yeah, but yes, welcome. We're just waiting for Blue Hour to kick in. We're nearly there. Damien, g'day Damien, how are you? Yes, I am at Point Vernon. I was there last night, considered wandering down again tonight. I should have. Yeah, look, last night was nice. Tonight's been okay. It's been nice. It hasn't been epic, it's just been nice. But yeah, we're heading into Blue Hour now, so things are starting to look up. Not that the phone does it justice. Let me see. There was an update to this phone. Can I change? Oh, it almost worked. Or is that just the focus? I really wish I could under and overexpose on my phone during a live stream. Okay, that's gone to the back camera. Go back to this one. Yeah, I sort of lose control of the phone when it's live streaming. Grabbed some nice sunset shots on the pier earlier this week. We popped down for some fish and chips for dinner. Yeah, I did see some of your shots down at the pier. It's yeah, you did get some nice shots. It's always good, the pier. The piers are always yeah. So Marnie's having a look at the chat, trying to work it out. You should get a YouTube going with your gardening thing.
Maybe down the track.
Yeah. It's just extra work, really. Yes. My tripod is really sinking now. All right, we're getting there to Blue Hour, so I'm going to take some shots, and then I'll come and show you. Damien, I got some good shots last night. Still learning though. Yeah, look, I'm still learning. I've been doing it for a very long time, and you're always still learning. That's the fun part of it. It's all a learning process. I remember when I first started Seascapes in particular, I really loved my long exposures. And, I remember going down to the pinnacles on Phillip Island. And all I wanted was long exposures, and now I sort of look back at the photos and I wish I had have done some of those half-second exposures to, faster exposures. But back then, yeah, I was so fixated on what I liked at the time, I didn't mix it up enough. Wow, that sky's really, really bright now. Let's take that shot anyway. So yeah, like I keep learning, just keep taking shots at different shutter speeds, especially Seascapes. With Seascapes, just keep changing your shutter speed. Changing shutter speed makes such a difference. Okay, I still do like my long exposures. But yeah, I just a few photos that I've looked back from the past and thought, I wish I had have just got a couple at faster exposures. And and that's the other good thing about photography, your tastes always change. I went through the HDR stage, the old HDR stage where everyone was HDRing the hell out of everything. And again, went to some pretty epic locations and HDR'd all my images, which look easy enough to re-edit these days. I don't like this composition. It's really just not doing it for me. I'm just going to recheck my focus, just make sure we're still thereabouts. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, I just don't like this composition. Let me move. It worked better before when the water wasn't quite so high. Let's try that. So now the water's over this rock, so that's kind of killing that side of my shot. Let's try that and see what it looks like. But yes, get out there, practice as often as you can, especially for us in Hervey Bay. There's no excuse not to just go out every night. We're so close to so many epic locations. Okay, good time. Don't hit. My tripod's going to sink a little bit after that wave. I'm just going to quickly expose from the sky. I'll probably take that filter off now. So again, doing multiple exposures at this stage, our foreground is getting really dark. When you're in blue hour, you'll find, I'll show you on the back of the camera. When you're in blue hour, your foreground will be very dark and your sky will be very bright. Yep.
When are we going?
Yeah, we'll go soon. We'll go soon. So there's an exposure for my sky. Yeah, the phone doesn't do it justice, and that one's for my foreground. So you sort of get an idea of how much difference there is between the two shots. So that one there, my foreground is almost pitch black, and that one there, my sky's blown out, but I've got like detail. Phone really doesn't do it justice. If I put my histogram on those images, okay, so that's the one exposed for the sky where I've kept my histogram away from the right. And that one's for my foreground, where I've tried to keep my histogram away from the left. So I've got shadow detail, and I've got highlight detail. So Jade's just asked when we're going. Okay, let me just quickly check. Right, I'm back. Hello, folks. Yes, hello, Scotty. If that's the price we need to pay for enjoyment, I'm good with that. Yeah, exactly. It's just so close. And that's why I kind of do the live streams, because I realise there are people that can't get down to the beach. Kat's at home cooking me dinner. She's at home cooking dinner. She can't get down here. So yeah, look, I understand there are people that can't just get out whenever they want to. I'm just going to get some more shots while Jade's almost ready. Let's get a couple more shots while we've got this nice blue hour happening. And again, I'm just checking my histogram. I'll expose for my sky first, so I'm just making sure my histogram doesn't touch the right side. Okay, it looks very dark on the back of the camera, but I know if the histogram touches that right side, I'm overexposing and losing some of that colour. So I never rely on my screen. Okay, the screen's always going to be brighter at night time. everything's going to look super bright on the camera. You'll get home and then you'll go, oh shit, we're all dark. I didn't swear then. Let's go up to 30. I've still got my filter on too. That might be the last shot for the night, I think. So yes, thank you to everyone who joined in. Look, it's still nice. It's still plenty of colour around. Just losing my foreground. The tide's getting up a bit too high. Jade's keen to go home. Marnie's probably sick of me talking to myself. So yeah, it might be time to pack it up. I'll show you these shots before we go and I'll have a look. So yeah, working on a new video. I don't know what it's about yet, but I might do some photoshopping again. It wasn't going to be a photoshopping video, but yeah, might have some fun with this next video, to tell the truth. Alright, let's have a quick look. Okay, so there's my last shot for the night, so that's just exposing. Very minimalist type image, just a couple of rocks in the foreground. It's all about that sky, really. And you know, I've got to get one more. Sorry, I've got to... Hang on, Jade. I've got to get one more. I know this always works when I do it. I'm going to put it into portrait mode. Put it into portrait mode. Oh, I want to be closer to the rocks, but it doesn't matter. Let me just quickly get this shot. All my colour's directly up this way. Oh, hopefully it doesn't sink. It's probably going to sink. I thought I was far enough away from the water then. We're pretty much on high tide now. Still got that filter on too, which I could probably take off. So yeah, hopefully you did find the video at least slightly entertaining. Like I said, it's just to show off Harvey Bay and our sunsets. Yeah, no, that's I want to be in closer. Let's do it. I've got to do it. Really sink that tripod in, because every time a wave hits the tripod, it is going to sink. Yeah, I need that filter off. Let's quickly take that filter off. See if I can get that shot without dropping my filter in the water. I still don't like it. No, don't like it. It's not happening for me. I think I'll call it there. Alright, so thank you to everyone who popped in and said hello and had a look. It was, yeah, like I said, it was a very last minute stream, but yeah, it was good just to get out and unwind a little, watch a sunset, have a chat to people. Alright, well that's about it. Yep, Jade's saying, come on, I want to go. Alright, so thanks Damien. It is a nice shot. It is. It's, you know, if you've got some nice colour in the sky, it always does make for a nice shot. So I'm going to wind it up there. So thank you to everyone who joined in. Yeah, it was good. So stay tuned for my real video, and planning a live stream next week. I'm going to head back out to one of my favourite spots, so stay tuned for that one. But until next time, thank you, and I will see you all soon.